No laughing. Okay.
Okay.
John just said. John just said no laughing. I'm like, what? And so of course I start laughing, right?
Oh my God.
I'm sorry. I couldn't help it. Hi, everybody.
Welcome to Backcountry Couples.
Oh my
welcome
gosh.
back to the quest.
Yes, welcome back.
Welcome back to this episode of Laugh-In.
I loved Laugh-In. I mean, that was before our time, but I mean, those episodes were pretty darn fun.
It's on the retro channel.
I feel like it's on something like that, but yeah, that was pretty fun. That's hilarious.
Gosh.
Yeah, and this week, we are
Happy Free Friday.
Shooting.
Well, happy Friday.
No,
to
it's
us.
Friday for us. We have a long weekend. Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah. Super excited about that. Yeah, and this week we are episode
25. Halfway to 50.
Yeah, we are. I know.
50.
I know. It's pretty
That's
cool.
almost as old as me.
I think 25 is pretty exciting.
Oh, totally.
Really, John? The Gong Show? Thanks. Oh, you liked the Gong Show. This is the Gong Show.
I liked Hollywood Squares.
Well, I want to do a backcountry couple Hollywood Squares one day. I don't know what that looks like yet or whatever, but I want to do that. I think it'll be really fun.
Yeah, we could work on something.
Yeah,
like
I think it'd be kind of fun. Maybe when we don't have anybody scheduled.
Format would be the interesting part. Who's going to be center square?
I think we would be center square because then we would ask all the questions.
Oh, who was that guy who was always center square? I can't remember.
Paul Lynn.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He was a character.
I know.
He was like, yeah, he was.
Anyways.
Anyways, we always like to thank our sponsor,
we
Mr.
do.
Mick.
Yes,
for sponsoring the show.
We do.
And to let y'all know, he will continually continue. I can't even spit it out. He will still be the sponsor for this coming year.
Yeah, so that's really exciting. So we've got a few months set up with Patrick and his team at Mickwick.
Quite a few sponsors.
And
quite a few months.
We always just love to obviously share about what they're all about.
Yes.
We know that they're lightweight.
Yes.
We love them for backpacking, and we have taken them on our ultralight trips. So that's been really awesome.
Mm-hmm. Great product, and like we always say, this is the prize package for our guests that are going to be on the show tonight.
Thank you.
One's red, white, and blue for USA. One's red for Canada.
Whoop, whoop. That's right.
And of course, a bonus one.
And there's a bonus one. There's a sticker in there from Mickwick.
All natural products, burned for 20 minutes.
Right, and we did get to use them again on last weekend, 2 weekends ago. When we were winter camping when it was absolutely freezing. But yeah, so we had a nice fire in the snow and got it going with our Mickwick. So that's exciting.
So if you want some Mickwicks yourself,
I'm sorry. You do.
So anyways, just go to mickwickfires.com and then use the code KeelQuest.
Yep.
Make sure you use a space between the word Keel and Quest, because no space, no discount.
Right.
I like saying that. No space, no discount.
That's right.
You get space, you get discount.
But I mean, if it's not working, shoot us a message and say, hey, it's not working. What's going on here?
Keel,
right?
Hook us up.
Like a bat phone? I don't want to be connected by the bat phone. I'm just saying. And
yeah, you'd be blown up all night.
Oh my God, can you imagine? So, and then last week we watched the rewind. We had Canoe for Change on there. We had Glenn and Carol.
Oh, awesome.
Beautiful.
Awesome couple.
It was so nice chatting with those two. I mean, kudos to what they did for, paddling 8,515 kilometers across Canada. It was pretty outstanding. So
that was in 3 years, 3 segments.
They did 3 segments. So watch the rewind. Like, they're fun. They're lovely. They got lots of things going on. I feel another kind of epic trip might be in their future too.
Yeah.
And they were so amazing. They actually sent us their book, which you can get on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like this is going to be my Mexico read. So
you have a lot of Mexico reads.
Well, I just need one, but I feel like when we go away, that's the book I'm going to take and I'm going to read that, which would be really, really cool. We also got other mail this week too.
Yeah, we got we right here. We got a couple of pretty cool stickers from.
We got Carlson Adventure sticker. I know they don't focus when they're up close like that, but
Carlson
that's okay.
Adventures.
Yeah.
Very cool logo.
Yeah.
I like the deep blue and then the sun in there.
Yeah, he did a really good job.
Yeah.
I don't know who did your sticker. I don't know if Carlson's in here yet, but they're nice ones. We get our stickers from Rockin' Monkey. Or no.
Yes.
Yeah, Rocket Monkey. And they're really good quality too, but those are really, really awesome. And another thing that happened this week is there's a challenge going around called Show Us Your Gear, Show Us Your New Gear for 2022.
Right.
So we were tagged by Mark from Tri Duty on the trail. And so we actually are awaiting. We got a ton of new gear last year, so we are pretty much set. So we were just going to kind of upgrade a couple more things, so we're waiting for 2 new pieces to arrive, and then we're going to do our video, and then we're going to put it out there and show you who we're going to tag in that video. So that's exciting. Oh, look at this, honey.
I got it.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna say this too. That
by the way, hi, Mom.
Mom's in the house. Hi, Mom. Donald here. See, he just bought a bunch of them. Can't wait to try them out. You're gonna love them. I'm telling you right now. They're awesome, awesome, awesome. Who is here? Anyways.
Oh, we got Doc Watson, Don Kelly, Carlson Ventures, All Train Coffee and Camping.
Jason, you brought the Mix.
Oh, Girl Plus a Dog.
Doc! He said he brought the Mix with him last weekend when he was winter camping, but he left them in the car. They don't work in the car.
No, they don't.
They don't work in the car very well. That is so funny.
Hike with Mike.
Yeah. Tanya, did I see Tanya?
Tana Browning.
Okay, good. Tanya, we need to connect. We need to make soap.
John
I'm
Kurz.
excited about that. Yeah.
And
that's awesome. So
Devin.
Welcome.
Darren's here. It's not Devin.
Darren. Yeah. Oh, hello.
And
who else?
Jason and Michelle. Love to Wander. Right?
Yeah. No, that's Mike and Susan.
Oh, Mike and Susan.
That's okay.
That's okay. That's
another. I know. It's another.
There's a lot of wanders.
There's a lot of wandering going on. So, couple things.
Wonder.
We had a bit of a schedule adjustment for February, and by that I mean a date just came open because someone couldn't, unfortunately, commit to that date.
Yes.
So we have February the 17th open. So if you are interested in coming on the show on February the 17th. Please do, right? So reach out to us at KeelQuest, obviously at Gmail. Shoot us a DM on Insta, wherever you feel comfortable in doing. Hopefully we get somebody. If not, I'm not sure we're going to do yet. If not, no, here's my backup plan.
We'll be on.
Yeah, we'll be on. No, but I think the backup plan should be.
Oh, we have a backup plan. No, you can't say no.
No. It's because Carl sent out Ventures. They started it last week, and I was like, "This is a really good idea." So, Brian, I think you should dress up THG as a girl and come on the show, and he could be your official backcountry couple. So,
well, that's like giving it away then.
Well, it might not happen, but I'm just saying. Get a backup plan. February 17th. It's going to be the Carlson Adventure THG. So that is not going to be campfires and cat holes, but they might come on the show as backcountry couples. I don't know. I think it'd be fun. So we got that going on.
Yes.
The other thing is, our Camp Keel. We are
Camp Keel.
We're off for the weekend, like we said. So it's a long weekend this weekend for us, which is
starting
awesome.
7:30 tomorrow morning.
Yeah, so we're making the drive and we're heading north and we're going to the UP. Yep. I know. So excited for that. And our journey to moving up north, living off grid, setting things up is going to start as soon as we cross that bridge tomorrow. So yeah, if you follow along on Instagram and right. So yeah, see what we're up to, which would be kind of fun.
Oh yeah.
I know. I think so too.
Super stoked.
Right. So
grabbing coffee and gone.
Oh yeah. Oh, here we go. Brian just said he says, I'm in, but not if I could talk about it. Are you kidding? I feel like he'll do that. That is like a no-brainer for him. Awesome. So if you like what you see, hit the thumbs up. Right? If you're first time here,
hit that subscribe button.
Sorry. First time here. Subscribe, like what you see, comment, say, hey, we're new here or we're new friends or whatever that looks like. Mm-hmm. So we just love kind of connecting with everybody.
Check us out on Instagram on our
Please do.
KeelQuest.
Mm-hmm.
Soon to have Camp Keel on bottom of here where that'll start tomorrow. So watch out for posts for that. Yep. And of course, Jack.
Yep.
Our Subaru.
That's right. I love it. Perfect. So, like John said, it's episode 25. I can't believe it. Yeah, right? I know it's super exciting. I always get just like, oh my gosh. You can, either way, I think it's fine. It wasn't 22. That was easy. I know, right? Anyways, we always say we're excited to like chat with our couples, but
we're always.
I am really excited.
Well, yeah, they're
I know.
They're in our home
I know. So
we're in their home state, vice versa.
I don't know. We're chatting, and I'm excited. So obviously, everybody knows who we got on tonight, but we're gonna little chat about what we have here. Are you ready? So, are we good, love?
Yes.
Okay. Here we go. Tonight, see, this is how I started my intro. Tonight, we're excited to welcome
I'm just interacting with
fellow Michiganders. This backcountry couple has been hiking Michigan's top destinations and sharing their experiences on YouTube. So if you're looking for the ins and outs of Michigan trails, this is the couple to watch. But guess what? The tables are turned tonight because this is their first time being interviewed, not being the interviewees. So welcome from UPTRAIL71, Bob and Cathy.
Hey guys, for having this show. Yes, this is our first time ever being interviewed.
Yeah,
I think it's great.
Thank you so much for coming on the show tonight.
Super fun.
Oh, we totally appreciate it.
I know.
Watching your videos and stuff, it's like, oh yeah, we did that. That's cool. Oh no, we got to do that.
Been a lot of go-to stuff for sure.
Oh,
and thanks for coming on. And we but there's the time change, right? Where you guys are at, even though you're in Michigan, and we were just chatting about that, right? So, actually, just tell everybody about the time change that you just told us, though, Bob. You were saying about the 1960s or something?
I think it was the 1960s. The entire state of Michigan was eastern. And then counties that borders the Wisconsin, they changed it to central. So we're one of the central time zones.
That's crazy.
One of the very few. I think there's only 4 counties in the UP.
Okay. Cool.
That's interesting.
So I would like to say like how we got to know you guys, right? Or get to know you or come about you and everything.
Yeah. What video?
It was in 20. We wanted to hike. We had done a couple hikes, and then we were just like, yes. So we were like, we just really wanted to, find a little bit more, right? And we found you guys that hiked the Manistee River Trail, and I was just like, oh yeah, we need to know more about these two. So I'm excited. So how did you guys get together? How did you meet?
How did we meet?
Yes.
High school.
No way.
Seriously, yeah.
Yeah. I was 1 year out of high school, and then she was still a senior in high school when we started dating. Mm-hmm. And I knew her. I was friends with her brother, so that's how I ended up getting to know her.
Yeah, right.
Funny. Oh my god.
Nice.
That's awesome. Were you guys outdoorsy growing up? Like Cathy, did you guys do like as a family like outdoor stuff? And
we did camp some with my parents, and I guess I was kind of like a tomcat.
Ooh,
tomboy.
I like that.
Yeah.
Then of course with our kids we went camping also. We had a camper and take them out in a tent or a camper, whichever,
Yeah.
So we did that as they grew up.
Right.
Of course, now they're in their 20s.
I know, right? Don't even. Isn't that crazy? I know.
They grow up so fast.
I know, but which is awesome though. They turn into like amazing kids and they're fun. You can do stuff with them too, right? Now, which is really cool.
Right.
Now it's like my time to play, right?
Yeah, it is. That's right. That's right.
Exactly.
I know.
Empty nesters. Okay.
I know.
We can go anytime.
Absolutely. and not feel guilty about it. Like if there's something cool about saying, hey, we can just pick up and go, right?
Right.
I know. I'm excited about that too, for sure. Are you guys from Michigan though, originally?
Yes. Born and raised. And always lived in UP.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's really awesome. We can't wait to get up there.
I know.
So excited.
Oh, okay. I do have a very important question.
Oh,
so
geez.
Of course, everybody knows UPs are called Upers.
Oh.
Lower Peninsula, we're called trolls.
Right.
So what do you call a troll transplant to the UP? A Uper wannabe?
Is there a name?
A transplant.
I'm curious. I don't know.
How about just a friend? We just be friends.
Yeah, we can do that.
Right? I like that part.
Everybody.
After they survive a few winters up here, I guess you'd be considered Uper.
Right.
Yeah.
I know.
This is true.
Okay.
It gets cold up there.
I know it does. That's true. I'm just gonna put some right here.
You said it was what, negative 26? What, just last weekend?
Last week we had 26 below, and
that's wild.
2 mornings ago was 20 below.
That's wild. We'll be ready for it. It's fine. It's not a big deal.
Oh, okay.
Right. So Teach, you just say, what did I miss? You'll have to watch the rewind.
Oh, that hiking guy.
Right. Exactly. That is awesome. So you started out YouTube, like you were watching it, right? Like before you even had a channel, you were watching YouTube going, wow, look at these guys out there and you know, what they're doing and what the hiking they're all doing and stuff like that. And then you were just like, hey, we should start a YouTube channel too. But like, it was like a 20, when was it?
This channel here, 2015 April, we started this channel.
Okay.
But we had a channel before that also. That channel you can't find anymore because it deleted it.
Okay. Oh yeah, probably.
The video quality was terrible.
Oh my gosh. So 2015. So, and Cathy, were you all in on this channel? You're like, or this is like your gig, or?
Well, actually, how it started is, you know, we have more time because the kids are growing now, and he asked me, "What do you want to do? If you could do anything, what do you want us to do?" I'm like, "Well, why don't we try backpacking?" So I think that's when he went online and he started watching YouTube videos, and it just kind of went from there.
It was different way back then. You know, about 10 years ago, it was hard to find backpacking videdos. And I found Syntax77. He had a new video out. It was his first one, you know, for White Mountains.
Right.
So that's how actually, I think the first one I found was we were looking up Isle Royal, which we still have never gone to there yet.
So we're excited for that. Yeah.
That's on my list. Yeah.
And I found somebody that did a backpacking videos, you know, a 3-part series there from way back then. That kind of got everything started.
That's very cool.
That is cool for sure.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I couldn't imagine. I don't know, because we've only been like, I mean, I dabbled in YouTube when looking up how-tos of, like, you know, working on my car or truck, stuff like that, but not in this realm of you know, outdoor stuff that far back and what.
Not that far back, like not at all. No.
Yeah, I mean, we're just, you know, only a few years into it. So
no, exactly. And then, in fact,
now everywhere you look, there's a, you know, gear review on this, gear review on that, how to this.
Yeah.
Or, you know,
but when you were,
which is awesome. I like it.
And we do, because we looked at it for like reference and stuff like that. But so in 2015, I don't know how quick it was that you got your first 100 subs, but you did like a shout out, right? And that hiking guy was one of your first 100 subs.
Yes, I think so. And Hike with Mike, I see he's in the comments.
And Hike with Mike, I think he was one. He's in here too.
He was around my 20th sub, I think, for this channel.
That's crazy.
Oh, Salmon Outdoors is here.
So I feel like that community is still kind of, you know, it's pretty strong. It's still and it's connected, obviously. You know what I mean? Because this is the first. I mean, obviously we've met like on like I know I talk with my hands, right? I've got like things in my hands here. But yeah, so I feel like the you know, the community is so interconnected that whether it's Instagram or YouTube or in a chat, right? You know what I mean? So that's really, really cool. Or, you know, we leave a comment or something on someone's video, like just to get like information on it, right? So what was your first trip that you guys took in Michigan, backpacking?
Pictured Rocks. And that video we made, you know, quite a few years ago. Like I say, you can't find it because we don't have it anymore.
Right.
But that video, because nobody had backpacking videos almost anywhere. It's almost impossible to find, especially up here. But that video reached 10,000 views fast.
What?
Wow.
Yeah. Now Picture Rocks videos, you're lucky to get 1,000 views in a year.
I know, right?
Yeah, there's so many.
But yeah, it's changed a lot, YouTube, over the years. But it's still a lot of fun. It's fun to meet everyone.
Right. So when you...
Oh, yeah, I totally agree.
Oh, I agree. We've only met a few people like in person. I mean, you've been to a couple of things. But what I'm going to say is, so you go to Picture Rocks, or you're planning on going to Pictured Rocks, and you don't really find video. So what are you looking at? Just like, how do you plan that trip? How'd you guys do it? Like, get the straight up map out, or how'd you do it?
Yes.
Right? Okay.
Exactly. We didn't have a plan. Back then, you did drive up to the visitor center. You get your permit right there.
Yeah.
And we just looked at the map, and he says, okay, this one's open. Coves was open. So so we hiked the coves. And we relived that trip this year in our last video. It was in October.
Yeah.
So we decided to use a tent, which we haven't used tent in many years.
Crazy.
Right. We've watched that. So
I know.
Going your recent, your reenactment, how much has the trail
that's a good question.
how much has the trail and the scenery changed since the first time you hiked it?
The scenery is similar, but the trails are
Worn.
well used.
Worn. Yeah.
Worn.
Yeah, it's changed so much. It's hard to get campsites now, and
Right.
people everywhere. We used to be able to park into the parking lot, and no problem. You find a spot to park. Now you end up parking down the road a half mile.
That's crazy.
I've never seen it.
I'm not shocked about that.
Yeah.
So I'm sure you saw, I don't know, I guess it's DNR or whatever, but anyways, they put out a thing saying they were looking for actually guides now to take people through pictured rocks. Not have just, backpackers, on their loose and, going and doing their thing or whatever.
Yeah, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, there was something going on with that. I forget exactly, but yeah, it was pretty great. How many times have you guys hiked pictured rocks?
Oh goodness, I can't even count.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
We love it there.
A lot of
It's just beautiful.
And
That's
we haven't been.
We have not yet.
And we will. When we get up to the UP, we obviously will do that.
I think we'll nip it off this
did
year.
Did you think it was safe? And you were saying as it's starting to get more eroded and worn or whatever.
Right. So the coastline where a huge chunk dropped off this past year.
Right.
That which was relatively close to the trail how much of that has fallen off in the years?
Every year it seems like there's a chunk that comes off. This is
really
a normal thing.
Mm-hmm.
Miner's Castle used to be extremely beautiful at one time, but one of the castles, one that looks like a castle, actually collapsed about 10 years ago or 15 years ago.
That's wild.
Wow.
Just crazy.
I mean, you have to use your own discretion, but I think the park does a good job of kind of, rerouting really bad areas. So.
Yeah. Very good.
My parents still have pictures from when we went to Pictured Rocks back in the 70s.
Oh,
and
that's cool.
It looks different, than what it does now.
Right.
Sure.
Was the car still there? Was the car?
We didn't hike out to that part.
Okay,
we saw Miner's Castle and different areas around there.
All right. So when you plan a trip now that there's YouTube and everything else and GPS and whatever, how do you plan a trip to a place that you haven't gone to? What's the protocol? And who decides where you're going to? Is it a collaborative thing, or is it I really want to see this, or what?
Oh, we're horrible at planning.
It's give and take. I've pulled things from books already. Let's go here.
We use one of our theories too, because we're last minute planners. We kind of pick out a few different destinations.
Okay.
Like I always tell people, our last trip we went to Cumberland Gap in July. That was
right,
and that was a last minute planned trip, kind of.
Okay.
We were going to go to Isle Royale at first, but then you know how booked that gets.
Yeah,
always have a plan B.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
That is true, because you just never know what's going to come up or get in your way or whatever.
Yeah.
That's true. Wow.
Yeah. Or
what?
Or like in April, that's a better one. We went to Smoky Mountains.
Yeah.
So we didn't even know where we were going. We hopped in a car and started driving down. We're down, I'd say, 100 miles north of Detroit. And we started looking, okay, where are we going to go?
No way.
So our first choice was, we thought, maybe Lake Vespuvius in Ohio.
Okay.
And then I saw the weather, and it was all rain. So I said, let's just keep going. So I looked at the next part and figured, okay, maybe Big South Fork in Tennessee. But then forecast is all rain there, and the Smoky Mountains sound like the best chance, least amount of rain. So we just kept going. Went to Smoky Mountains.
So how long was that drive?
Like 1,000 miles.
Right.
Oh my god! But I like that. So
road trip.
But you were prepared for anything, right?
Right. And we just take our backpack and eat all your food.
Whatever, you're good to go, right?
Yeah.
I love that. That's awesome. Let's talk a little bit about Michigan hikes and stuff first, if we can. I fell in love with the Porcupine Mountains when we were there a couple years ago. I was just we have 1,000 more miles to hike there. I just loved everything.
Well, how many square is it? 9?
Is it 90 miles of hiking trails? I think in the
It's about 90 miles. I think it's 60,000 square acres or something like that.
Yeah.
But same thing. So when we were, planning our trip, right, to go, and we watched YouTube, right, to see kind of, where we wanted to go the trail we wanted to, or the trail I didn't want to, because Cathy is like part like Aqua Woman. I swear, like every trail she goes on is like a river crossing, and I'm like, oh my god,
which we experienced.
Oh my gosh! So yeah, so you hiked like the entire Porcupine Mountains, you two?
Most of it.
I bet you have.
There's a couple little areas we haven't touched yet.
Okay.
So what was your favorite part of the Porcupines?
So we did kind of a hybrid.
We hiked into Mirror Lake was our first night.
And we stayed at a cabin there.
And we stayed at the honeymoon suite.
That's what they called it. The cabin for two was so cute. I loved it.
Well, I liked it was the fact that because it came with a canoe.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, perfect. Okay. So we brought a couple collapsible fishing poles, and
we did.
We were out on Mirror Lake for like over 4 hours. Saw eagles, caught a bunch of fish.
It was fun.
Just catch
right.
And then we hiked out. And then we went to Lake of the Clouds, which was like Disneyland. It was like so many
beautiful
people there.
Yes.
I'm glad we went.
It's packed.
Glad we saw, but it was just way too busy.
A lot of Wisconsin
and then
Minnesota
we did
people.
part of the Lake Superior Trail.
So
which was rocky, muddy.
Yes.
They just take your backpack off and throw it over a thing.
Well,
it was crazy. It was wild.
It was a super slog fest because of the fact of we had a heavy torrential downpour.
Oh, it was bad.
Didn't it make you feel like a soldier going through there?
Yes, it does. Oh yeah.
It was like we're
gonna break an ankle here.
Where's the high ground?
There was a family, a guy and his son that actually turned back because he's like, we can't get through this spot. We're like, we got this. No,
he twisted his knee.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah.
I don't remember that part. I just thought he was just like too crazy.
He barely got, I think, a half a mile down the trail, and he turned around because he twisted his knee on one of the rocks. I thought it was beautiful hiking, gorgeous scenery, like absolutely amazing. Yes. And then another place that we've wanted to go is Grand Isle. Is it Grand Island? Grand Island.
Right next to Picture Rocks.
Yeah.
Right. So, and you take the ferry there, right? Or boat over, or whatever. Mm-hmm. So tell us about that.
It's about a 21-mile loop. It's easy hiking because it's like old logging roads you go on.
Okay.
So it's really not trail hiking. You're more like but they have mountain bikes. They ride around there. And
okay, we have heard that actually.
So it's pretty flat and pretty wide then, huh?
Right. I mean, the north end has some extremely nice views. It's beautiful up there.
Okay.
So some people think it's a little too quiet, too wooded, but
that sounds nice.
Perfect.
Yeah. And from what I read, there's more bear per square mile on that island than anywhere in Michigan.
What?
So
I had on my list.
Of the trips that you've been on there, have you guys had any encounters?
Yeah.
We just seen bears scat. There's a lot of berries, for one thing. Bear-like berries.
Where there's berries, there's teddy bears. Yes. 100% there is. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. But I thought the island was half was like a mountain bike thing and the other half was hiking, but you can do the whole loop then. Okay.
Right.
All right. Okay, I don't think
you wanted to do the entire loop around and don't take the cutoff. There's a cutoff trail. It's not very good.
Right.
The one through the center. Is that the one for the bikes?
Okay.
Right.
Yeah,
we're gonna have to look into that.
So now the loop, does it go all the way around and like around that little thumb area too, or does it like kind of like chop the thumb off?
It kind of chops the thumb off. We did the thumb part. I think that was all bushwhacking that time with our dog. We have a video somewhere.
Yeah, you do. You do. We saw it. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that the campsite there is actually for people that boat in, take a boat to it.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, but we're the only ones there, and if we were seeing somebody come, they're more welcome, of course, to join.
Have you guys ever hiked out like over on the ice, like from there? Because you can do that, can't you?
You can. We never have done that. No. I can't remember. There's a lot of things we did.
Yeah, I've seen people.
You wouldn't see any bears that time.
No, they're sleeping, honey. But I mean, you know what I mean? But I mean, you could. I think it's a mile or whatever, right? And you can snowshoe over and then get to the island, I think.
That would be fun.
It would be kind of cool.
Right. We just haven't done it.
That'd be pretty awesome. Yeah, for sure.
So, hiking, what was I just going to say? Hiking the loop.
For Grand Island?
Yeah. Oh, for camping wise, is it mostly campsites or is there, are you allowed to, like, oh, you have
to reserve it.
Can you disperse camp too?
So you can no disperse camping?
At one time, they still may allow dispersed camping. I'm not sure. rules keep changing.
I'm sure they do.
But we did back then when we went.
Right, because you guys hammock camp, which is a lot easier and a lot less impact.
Right.
Absolutely, for sure.
See?
I'm not ready to be a hammock camper yet. I'm almost there.
Okay,
I've almost found a hammock that I like, actually.
Then you got to stay warm in it. That's the trickiest part.
That's right. Agreed.
Get your upper and your under.
I know. So there
is a hammock that they make now. There is a hammock they make and has an underquilt that's built into it. That's what I would recommend if you can possibly.
Really?
If you really
look into it. Who makes that one?
Superior. Something.
Is it Superior? Okay.
I don't know. I can't even think. It's Shug. Right. If you ever watch Shug at all?
Yeah.
Videos?
Shug Emery.
Right. Yep. Yeah. Or Spaguyver.
It saves so much time setting up that way. I'm all into that.
You're all right. It's true.
Yeah, I agree. Simple as easy.
Because not just that, but I mean, how many times do you get to camp where you're cutting it close for timing and stuff like that too, right? So I mean, it's always nice to have pretty much an easier setup, right? So I mean, I totally enjoyed that. So I mean, you guys have been up. Obviously in the UP, it's beautiful stuff to hikes and whatever.
Here's a good question. John Kerr says, "How much of the NCT have you guys hiked while you're up there hiking?"
Bits and pieces,
but
just the
Porcupine Mountains and Pictured Rocks, Tequanwan Falls. That's beautiful.
That's part of the NCT.
That's true.
Yes, and of course when I did a Superior hiking trail, I did a 200-mile section there.
That's right. Yeah, because that's part of it. That's right. And then what else is on it? Oh, and the Manistee River Trail.
Yes.
Part of that is NCT. Right. Are you keeping track of it all, or
is Nordhaus? No, I never did.
No, Nordhaus isn't.
No, Nordhaus isn't.
Nordhaus, I don't think.
Did you love Nordhaus Dunes?
Oh, I have to go back.
I know, it's gorgeous.
It was busy there, but I like that area.
What time of year did you guys go?
It wasn't toward fall.
September, I think.
Yeah.
September's nice.
Yeah, it's nice. I mean, the water is just like Superior, cold, clear, but yeah, a lot of people and it's a lot younger crowd dragging their coolers out.
Because that one little area is not terrible, right?
It's a 1.3 mile hike, but dragging a cooler through the sand is no fun.
Doing coolers, a suitcase full of stuff. We're what is going on here?
Right.
The first time we went out to Nordhaus Dunes,
it was crazy.
This guy, I don't know where he came from, but he literally had 2 rolling suitcases full.
It was nuts.
He wheeled them all the way out to the lake shore and then down. Yeah. Probably another mile. I was like,
but it was pretty astonishing for sure. But I find there is nothing as stunning. I mean, Lake Michigan is gorgeous, right?
Any of the great.
It is. I mean, I love a sunset.
Body of
Lake
blue
Michigan.
Water is awesome.
I know, for sure. So then we saw you on, right, like we said, the Manistee River Trail, right? What else have you done down here besides the Manistee River? You've done the Nordhaus.
I did the Fife Lake Loop with Jason Wish last year.
Oh, right. Oh, part of the Triple Crown.
I could only make that one day, so I did that 21 miles in that one day with them guys.
Right.
How fast did you guys do that loop?
I don't remember. I think it's about 8 hours.
Oh my God.
Were you guys like running?
Not really.
Fife Lake is not that hilly though.
It's not. That was easy.
We did it. Yeah, we didn't do it.
Superior hiking trail. I did 29 miles that one day. That's a hard trail.
Yeah, that is hard. Cathy, what's your record?
In one day, probably.
I think you had 19.
19 and a half. Yeah, at the most.
Wow. I think we're like 12.
12's been our max.
Yeah.
We average like 2 miles an hour.
Which is fine. We're getting better.
Right?
We are. And as we get lighter, we get faster, obviously, right? So, and there's something to be said about having the right equipment. You have the right tools to do the job, and everything just works better, right? Absolutely. Did sorry,
well, I was just going to continue on what he was talking about with the Superior. Interesting about the Superior. How, when you label it as a difficult style of hike, what makes it difficult?
It's very similar to Porcupine Mountains, but you're going up and downhill steady like that. The trails are very similar. So a lot of mud, a lot of roots, rocks.
Okay.
But like I say, there's a lot more up and down steady.
Okay.
So you're like, are you like walking on the Shield a lot, or excuse me, hiking on the Shield, the Canadian Shield?
So because the Canadian Shield, yeah.
So a lot of flat rock and the mountainous and such.
Sort of. It's a mix of everything you get on that trail.
Okay.
Right. I started at the Canadian border and hiked down towards in direction of Duluth.
Right. Is that the way to do it? Like, is it easier that way, or does it really matter?
It doesn't really matter.
Doesn't really matter.
That's what most people do. I think that was the best way to do it.
Right.
Okay.
And then was there like it's the same thing. So is it like dispersed camping there, or do you have to pick your spot, like make it to that next day?
Campsites.
It is a campsite.
It's first come. There's no real limit there.
Yeah.
How many can camp, but you have to go to designated campsites.
So that makes it tough sometimes. You know what I mean? If you run into something, right, and you got to book it to get there at a certain time, and then thank goodness you have the hammock with the little quilt underneath, so it's an easy setup. You're good to go, right? Yeah. Exactly.
Now, when we do our through hike someday, for the Appalachian Trail, we're gonna use a tent for that.
Are you? That was on our list right here. We're like, do you have any through hikes planned?
Well, there you go.
So you're thinking the AT, huh?
Yeah, most likely that's what it'll be. She kind of talks like the PCT, but
I would love to do the PCT.
What? You are wild. The
only problem with PCT is there's a lot of lottery involved in that, so you're not guaranteed that hike.
Well, that's true too. That is true. But I mean, PCT is like, I mean, you've got got ice and you got snow. It's wild.
Right.
Gorgeous out there, though.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Absolutely.
Views.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I would love to do the AT myself too. I feel like he's not right. He's like, no.
I will send you. I'll be your support, honey. I'll be
See ya.
I know, right?
I'll be at
the hiking friend.
I'll be at the brewery waiting for you.
I know.
Oh, hey, honey.
I know.
Here's your resupply.
Exactly. I know.
That hiking guy just left a comment here. He says his through hike's going to be around the block.
Really? I'm not shocked, Chris.
Everything counts.
I know, right? That's how you start, exactly.
Right.
So there you go. Brian's doing the Georgia section of the AT
awesome.
too, which is cool. I know. I'm excited. We're going to watch Greg Morton Outdoors. He's someone that we have followed, and he's doing the AT, and he I think he just turned 50 this year, so I'm excited to watch him do that.
Kim and Jeff said you can do it with local permits.
Wow, that's something to look into. There you go. Right.
Yeah, it's still a few years out.
I know. I mean, there's still lots. Are you thinking like a couple of years to do a through hike?
Yeah, it's gonna be a few years. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's
our target year 2028. So I mean, it's still
okay.
years.
Oh, see, I like that. That's good, right? So you
plenty
have
of time to be conditioned.
That is true. That is true. I do like that idea. That is true. Have you guys ever been to South or North Manitou, the islands?
No. I just talked to Brian from Adventure Archives about that. He wants us to meet and go out there.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not sure when.
Yeah, we've talked about it, but just never obviously materialized or whatever.
With ticks.
We heard that one of the islands is like really heavy.
I think it's the South.
I can't remember, but it was just like crazy ticks, like out of control, because they have no predators for a tick. That's not the right word, but yeah, something like that.
Not every island has a bunch of guinea fowl.
No, I don't know, right? So it's kind of crazy. But so tell us about them. Tell us about Adventure Archives. I know as a spectator, we know them as they're incredible filmmakers, right?
And quite knowledgeable of plant life.
Of the, what's he say? He says something that everything is edible, but sometimes things are only edible once.
Right. He said that in my video. That was funny.
Right. That's what he said. Exactly. How did you get to know these guys?
Oh, that's okay. Well, years ago, like I was telling you before, there wasn't a whole lot of YouTube channels out there. So it was a smaller community, so it was easier to get to know people. And I think they had maybe 1,500 subs back then. Maybe 2,000 at most. So yeah, they've now... I think they're getting, close to 200,000?
Oh, I think so. But I remember when they hit 100. Yeah.
So I got to know Robbie, actually, the best at first. So I kept, we talked a lot, quite often. Okay. But now I talk to Brian more. Robbie's busy with his daily vlogs. And he does a lot of the editing and music for the videos. So he's a very busy guy.
Yeah, the cinematography is awesome.
It's amazing.
It's
and
incredible.
I mean, of course, and most of I think all of their stuff's shot in 4K, if I'm not mistaken.
It has been since 2015 now, I think.
That's crazy.
Yes.
They do great. I mean, I enjoy watching their videos.
It's incredible for sure. But I mean, how did you get to meet them though, and do the picture box things? And I mean, that's a pretty cool collaboration.
Right. Yeah, they always wanted to come up here because they knew about my videos,
Okay.
So, and they're like, well, they didn't know what sections or anything to do up here, so he's always contacting me. Where should we go? We're trying to plan a trip for him.
Right.
So then he's like, well, why don't you guys come meet us up there if you can? So then we did. Mm-hmm. So we went, with a campsite on the second night.
Okay.
So originally he says we could do a whole loop with them, exactly what they did, but we decided just to meet them, not just be following, tagging along for a whole video.
Right. Well, that was nice. So you're like kind of like the host and stuff like that, which is cool. But I feel like you two are like the UP Michigan go-to hiking couple. Like this is, you guys are like it. You know what I mean? I love that.
Kind of like the OG.
Kind of like, yeah, the OG. I mean, I guess, right?
I mean, a lot of, that hiking guy and the rest of the bunch.
And he used to hike with Mike was part of your original stuff. That's actually pretty cool.
Yes.
So what about other collaborations, right? So I know that Bob, you said you did like Jason Wish and Jason Outdoors, right? You guys did that one day. What about together? Yes. Did you guys meet anybody else anywhere up for a meetup or?
We very rare hike with anyone else.
Okay.
It's extremely rare, but it happens. Now, Jason Wish, he sent me a text or something. I can't remember. Okay. I think he said, I just got back from Smoky Mountains. He's like, hey, would you like to go hike with us around Fife Lake Loop, And sure, I said.
You're like,
so
absolutely.
I drove down and met him, and he's a nice guy.
He's so lovely.
Now, Jason Wish, for the ones that don't know him, he's known for trail running.
Yes.
So he has a lot of fastest known times.
That's crazy.
I know he did the Sheltawi Trail down in
Sheltawi Trace, yep.
Kentucky and those areas, whatever it is.
That one looks that's a pretty cool through hike too. That one is doable, I feel like.
Yeah.
I think because John Kelly said he did it, I don't know, 6 weeks maybe, like not terrible. So I feel like 6 weeks out of your out of your summer or whatever it is not that's not bad at all.
And I think Jason Wish did it in like a week.
Isn't that? I don't doubt it.
Right. I think 40 plus miles a day or something like that. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's absolutely wild. Is there anybody that you'd love to hang out with, or you know what I mean, or somebody you go, wow, I'd love to go see that area, or
just Syntax 77. I'm hoping to meet someday. We have talked about it.
Yeah.
You never know when it'll happen.
Okay.
And
but
he
you
says
guys...
he'd like to do a live stream, so maybe someday.
Yeah, get him on for sure.
So I got a question for y'all. I'll start with you, Cathy. Of the places you've hiked in the UP or in Michigan, for all that matter, what's been your most favorite hike?
I still love Pictured Rocks. It's my favorite place up here.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
What about you, Bob? What do you think?
For Michigan, Pictured Rocks. The only thing negative about Pictured Rocks is getting too busy.
That's what
and so I would say the edge goes to Porcupine Mountains now because of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And any particular time of the year you would recommend
That's a good
hiking the trails?
Fall. But the only negative, again, is more people in the fall. Or if you go earlier in the summer, if you go like around June 1st, just say in that area, less bugs.
Right,
less
that's
people.
true. That's true. But I know that when we went to the Porkies, we went
it was
the last week of September. You went the week after us, and it had snowed.
Okay.
I remember that. Because I was like, holy, it did.
Well, I know colors were almost a peak because we were 1 week ahead of peak colors.
I just remember Bob had a video and
yes, I had a first-time backpacker with me.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
For that one, okay.
Kyle.
Yeah, he never backpacked in his life, so he borrowed one of my backpacks and he enjoyed it. So.
Okay. So what about gear? Do you know what I mean? I mean, you started off with like a Jan Sport normal little, backpack.
Oh, we had Alice packs before that.
Oh, what?
Those military.
Or he thought we were going to.
Right.
So, and then you said, well, we're gonna, enjoy this more and just start looking into ultralight wasn't a thing.
No, it wasn't back then.
No. So then how did you get lighter?
Syntax 77 videos, watching him.
Isn't that funny?
I kept noticing that this guy, you get more miles if you hike with less weight, and
right.
And it's hard, it's less on your knees,
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, for sure.
And then another question I get in my videos all the time is, how come you don't have trekking poles?
Okay.
We used trekking poles years ago, and then we forgot to take them on a trip up to Porcupine Mountains, and we never used them again. We just didn't really need them anymore. And it's easier to film without them.
Right.
True. Yeah, you got your hands free, so you can hold the cameras.
That
is
true. But I mean, I know this time you guys use the tent you used from a long time ago, but all the ultralight tents, if you're gonna go, you know what I mean, with the AT or whatever, they all have like trekking poles, right?
Or they utilize
for the setup. Sorry,
you can utilize.
Yeah,
you can get carbon poles for that if you want.
Oh, I guess you can. That's true too. That's true. Wow.
Bills breakdown.
I love our trekking poles though. I feel like it's.
You love the stability.
I do. I like this. Yeah, I don't know. You can hammer it in something to leverage up or whatever. But I do like that. Yeah.
She likes the fact so you can take care of any unruly hikers in front of her.
Right.
I don't have any.
What are you talking about?
What were you going to say, Kathy?
I guess the difficulty of the trails would make a difference too, as to whether or not I would bring them.
Well, that's true too. And if it's like super rocky, you don't make a difference anyways, because you can't shove them in the ground or anything like that, right? That is true. So then how
get on your butt and slide down.
I know, right? So what is your pack weight now? If you guys are going out for let's say you're going 6 days. What's your pack weight for 6 days?
She has a ULA Ohm 2.0.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Let's see, your total pack weight with all the gear, not including your food and water and that.
Yeah.
I would say her pack weight's around 14 pounds.
Oh wow!
And my pack weight's somewhere around 12. So we're a little over the ultralight.
Well, yeah, which is 10. So is that including your hammock?
Well, I guess we're not ultralight.
No, we're not ultralight. We are super light.
I have gone under 10 pounds already. I mean, I can if I want, but I end up now. I just rather take a few luxury items and.
But that is with like a couple bottles of water too. So.
Right. Wow. What are your luxury items when you go out?
I just take some extra clothes or something.
Well, you guys take chairs every once in a while.
No, we don't have chairs at all.
No chairs.
No? I mean, I take a little radio or something with the headphones, and stuff like that. But
okay.
You guys just use your little sit pads that are in the back of your backpacks?
Mm-hmm. That's all we use.
Okay.
Sit pads.
Hardcore.
Well, that's why ours.
Well, you can sit in your hammock. Your hammock is like a chair. So we've done that.
That's
many
true.
times.
Right.
Okay.
That's more comfortable.
That
how many hammocks have you gone through to find the one that you love? Because there's a science. Like people say that it's you got to know, how it's gonna fit you, or some people like those little spreader bar things and stuff like that, right? So.
Right. Our first one was a type. It's kind of like a banana. It's cheap ones. You get $30.
Okay.
Junk. You don't want it.
Don't do that.
They're not comfortable. They're heavier.
No.
Then we had a war bonnet blackbirds,
which I liked.
They're nice.
What was it called?
A war bonnet.
Oh, the war bonnet. Yeah.
And then we went with dream hammocks after that.
What are they now?
Oh, you're looking at 140, but then you got all your other stuff, your tarp and all that you need.
Right. And that's the whole thing. I mean, the lighter you go, the more expensive it is, right?
Right. Slowly but surely. You're right.
It is. And that's the whole thing. I mean, once you get your gear, it's not like we're kids using it. Do you know what I mean? We're going to have it forever and you take care of it and all that kind of stuff or whatever. So,
and my backpack's the Z-Packs Arc Haul. You're looking at a $350 plus. So it's not a cheap pack.
I know, for sure.
Love it though.
Yeah.
Chuck.
I need Chuck supposed to go to the kitchen for coffee. Well, better be safe, Chuck.
Oh, Chuck, you're too funny.
Oh my gosh, that is fun. That's cool. So you also do some fun different things. You have a metal detector.
Oh, you did find out about that. Yeah.
That's cool.
We do metal detecting. I have a channel for that, but I haven't made a video in a couple of years or so.
So do you just like go to around your property, or do you go to the beach, or take it to the
mostly around the
mountains?
Properties? Right, mostly around the properties and that. And our own place here, where we built our house, is an old baseball field.
Okay.
So, and the baseball field was from the late 1800s when he first started playing here, and we, so we find some cool old Indian head pennies and stuff like that.
Oh, no kidding.
That is really cool. That's fun.
One question I have: do you have a logo, or are you going to be working on a logo for UPTRAIL71 channel?
No, I just got my picture with the.
It's just
that's all I've ever had.
Okay. All right.
I'm just curious.
Just because people are so sticker swap friendly and people making patches and T-shirts and you know what I mean. And I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just old school, I guess.
You're just that's it, straight up. That's who you are, right? I love it. And then, do you have any hobbies, Cathy, besides like backpacking and stuff like that? So Bob's got metal detecting, and you're
backpacking and work is pretty much.
You're awesome. That's
a full
good.
Schedule. Yeah,
that's good. I love that. What about food? Do you guys dehydrate any of your food? Like, have you got into that? Yeah. Okay.
We have in the past, but a lot of times we'll just buy it and
just
take
too easy to buy it.
You know,
I mean, it depends how long you're gonna go too, right? I mean, like,
right.
We'll take fresh stuff if we know we're not like, if we're going for the weekend or whatever, like we'll take fresh stuff and pack it. It's not a big deal, right?
Right, and we still do,
Yeah, absolutely, for sure. Your accent just came out a little bit.
Yeah.
I love it. People think I have an accent.
You do.
Shug always says that about my videos. He'll say, "I love your accent." He always says that because he watches us too.
Oh, see, he's so sweet. That is so.
Yeah,
fun.
he was just on a.
The frozen butt hang.
Frozen butt hang with.
Right.
Oh yes, with. No,
hilarious.
That's right. I did. We met Midwest Backpacker in Porcupine Mountains.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, you met him up there. Or you met him while you were hiking.
We were setting up by our camp, and I was making a fire, and he is camping up on a hill next to us. And he says, "I could recognize this guy's voice." I didn't know who it was. At first, couldn't picture who it was. So he came down to the campsite. And he goes, "I know you."
Isn't that funny?
Yeah, that's how we met.
Awesome.
So is that the first time you were recognized on the trail?
No, many times.
Get out of here!
Hey, he's a celebrity.
I know you were a celebrity. It's really cool.
Manistee River Trail. I think I got recognized 8 times on that one trip.
Oh
the last time I was there.
We got recognized once.
Oh my god, that is so cool. There you go. Hike with Mike. Question: have you ever tried oatmeals out on the trail? I highly recommend it. You don't need a stove. Those are the ones, right? If I'm not mistaken, Mike, that you press them or something like that, and they have like a little heat source. Am I right? I can't remember them. I watched something about like a lot of hunters and stuff use those. That I know.
I believe so.
I have some in my storage. Right, we have a lot of food ready for next year.
You have
I'm sure
tried
enough.
one.
Yeah, we have.
Okay, all right.
I think there's a pizza they had.
Ew.
It was kind of. It wasn't that good.
I don't know. I judged really fast. I'm sorry.
that was like a millisecond.
Hey, like, no, I don't like.
I didn't think it was very good either. So
their hash browns are good.
No, I feel like that's crazy.
It's got to be better than MRE meal.
Oh, we're not doing that.
There's some kind of hash brown meal. That's really good.
Yeah, I mean that is true. The backpacking meals have gotten better, right? Like when we went and did Isle Royale, we ate
Peak Refuels.
Peak Refuel.
Woo! Yes,
they were good. They were
That's
awesome.
What everybody says. I never tried one yet.
I just was like, wow. Hang on.
I mean, for a backpacking meal of all the ingredients and stuff like that, they were probably minimalist amount of ingredients.
Yeah, they were the healthiest-ish. You know what I mean? Yeah, right?
Yeah.
But it's all good, for sure.
I mean, the only thing is the best is, of course, dehydrating your own.
I agree. And that's time and effort and, getting everything all together, whatever. Do you guys kayak or canoe or anything like that?
We do. We do like to kayak when we can. Yeah.
Right. We live right next to a lake. It's about 300 feet from our house. So.
Oh, beauty.
Hello. Is it stocked with fish?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. That's a win-win.
There's eagle nests back there. And
Oh,
beautiful.
That's nice. Have you guys ever done kayak camping?
No.
We have not.
No, either have we. I mean, we've canoe camped, right? But we have never loaded up our kayaks to do that. But I mean, some people love it. We just haven't done that yet.
We got to sit on. Well, I guess that wouldn't really matter what style of kayak.
No, because you still have the little dry wells and stuff like that too. But
true.
I know kayaking is so nice, isn't it? It's a different perspective. Yeah, for sure.
I've never been in a canoe yet.
Oh, you haven't?
No.
Well, you gotta
I have.
Oh, you have. Oh,
I've flipped one with my brother, so
yeah, you're like, no, you're done.
Yeah,
exactly. I was gonna say, but you can go try. You can go to Mirror Lake and stay at the cabin. Get your free canoe.
Yeah,
for sure. But Cathy, you guys were on a someone's sailboat, or maybe it's your sailboat. I don't know. You guys were like doing some kind of like fun trip on Lake Michigan.
We did sail this past summer. It was a lot of fun.
Isn't it gorgeous? For sure. What size of a boat was it?
What?
You know, I don't even remember.
That's the first time I was ever on one.
Like a mid-sized sailboat. Okay. Yeah.
Aren't they gorgeous? I love them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's a school teacher, that guy, a retired school teacher. They made us, our family, we took our family, you know, and they made us sail it, so he tells us what to do.
That's good. Right. Yeah, you were like rocking it. I thought it was like pretty awesome for sure.
I mean, yeah, it's like it's a working vacation. It's kind of like
you have to work the boat. I grew up with sailing, so you have to work the boat. It's not like, you know, it's motorboat. We just, load up with gas and you just go.
Right.
No, you got things to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
yes, and all the money that couple raised, it went to a very good cause. I believe it went to Lake State Industries for those with, like intellectual disabilities and such. So yeah, it's wonderful what they do.
That is really nice. That's awesome. That is really nice.
That's 100% of money they donated to that.
Yes.
That's incredible.
Oh, no kidding.
I've actually noticed that with a couple of, not a couple, actually quite a few, either families or couples that have been hiking, like all the through hikes. They've been like hiking it with a cause. So, which I think is really nice. So
wonderful.
It is wonderful. I mean, and it's all been, something probably near and dear to their heart or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like it is pretty nice that they're able to do that, right?
Oh, most definitely.
I know. So I also have to tell you that probably my favorite video that we have seen is, I love your blooper videos. I love when you put
I haven't done that in a long time.
I love that stuff, right? Because I feel like that is the real deal. You know what I mean?
Oh, I did it in Cumberland Gap. I did some. Oh, that was funny.
You did? Yeah. Okay. I know, but I mean, there was one. I mean, I don't know if Cathy, you were on like Picture Rocks, and he's like, "Can you turn around?" And you're like, "I'm gonna be like going over the edge here. Like, are you kidding me? You know what I mean? Like, come on." But when I went back to that river crossing stuff before, I mean, you almost lost your wallet, like in something like that. That was crazy. We've never done a river crossing like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was like 4 feet of water, I think.
Yeah, it was deep.
It was pretty raging. I know. Was that the Carp River?
I think so, yes.
Okay, one of them. Because that was one of the ones that I was thinking that maybe I would like to do. But there was one there that you had, like, there was a log that goes over, right? So I kind of like that.
That was the same river in a different area.
Okay. Yeah. I want to go back. We're going to go back. It's good. Do you guys ever just straight up relax and just go car camping?
Very seldom.
Very seldom. Well, I don't know. Could
take our backpacks and go.
Right. I know.
So I, looking up you guys and such, Mike, you have a very
Mike. What is it? He just hike with Mike.
Hike with Mike.
Bob, you have an interesting hobby, which is rather actually fascinating. A collector of war items.
Oh yes.
Oh, your military stuff.
So you still do that?
I haven't collected in years, but I have a huge collection. Yeah.
I watched that video and it's like,
oh, you did? That's an old video.
It was an old video, but it was rather captivating, and it's like, wow. I mean, like the med kits and stuff that you had, and it's like, holy cow.
Right,
that's amazing.
How did you? What got you into that, or how did you go about collecting that kind of stuff?
Well, all my family was in the wars. My dad was in the Vietnam War era. Then my grandpa was in World War II. Then my great-grandfather, of course, I got to know him, which is nice. He passed away, many years ago now, but he was in World War I. So, and then I got some of their items over the years.
Right.
So then I just got interested in collecting it.
Did you go to shows or something? Like they have those like little military shows and whatever.
Right.
Yeah,
I did a lot of that.
Okay.
Yeah, I just got interested in collecting that over the years. Many years of collecting.
Yeah, you have quite an elaborate collection, I must say.
Yeah, and that's only part of it you saw in that video.
Really?
Whoa.
Yeah. I didn't film everything. Not even close.
Wow.
Yeah,
I feel like people like look for that kind of stuff though. Like they're like, do people ever say, "Hey, I'm looking for, I don't know, World War I helmet or something. Do you have one of these?" Like, do people want to like get into your collection kind of thing?
Well, one of
Yeah, I got a few of them.
Yeah.
I know one of our what's her name? Mary Beth, her boyfriend. He's a big dealer.
Is that right?
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
My dad served in Vietnam, so.
There are levels. What's your favorite collectible that you have? Our level was in the service too.
Yeah. I don't know.
Is there something that you would never part with though?
I like my helmets I have.
You do? Okay, that's cool.
I just think that's kind of a cool thing. That's probably, and I got a lot of bayonets too. So
I like the French one.
Ah.
Is that
cool looking?
What does the French one look like? I can't remember what that looks like. Is it kind of like?
I don't even know where we put it.
It's kind of a longer one. Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
I used to have them on my wall right behind here. One time I had about 40 bayonets hanging up there, but
oh wow,
we've taken that down since.
That's okay. You guys are awesome.
That's very cool.
It is. I know you like that. That's
so,
true.
what you guys got planned for this year? And
yeah.
You know, to be honest, we're not even sure yet.
I don't even know yet.
Yeah.
All right.
I'd like to go back to
like you do. You just wing it. It's like, hey, you want to go for a hike? Sure, let's go.
We'll drive 1,000 miles.
Right. We'll fly cross country. You know.
Like I know we try to plan one big trip a year, and then little ones kind of in and around there.
As time permits, kind of thing. Yeah.
I guess if our three choices would be like Isle Royale, I still want to do that.
Do it.
Colorado, or back to Grayson Highlands, and I think Grayson Highlands would be the best.
Oh.
Maybe the one we go to again.
That's where the pony. I was gonna say puppies.
Yes.
But the ponies are there, not puppies.
And it's even better than I thought it would be going
was
there.
It?
You know? It was nice. Mm-hmm. A lot of fun.
But you can't camp on that spot, right? You have to.
Right. You have to go. Not in a state park. You can't. You have to go outside the state park, which we didn't know. We just winged it. We didn't even plan on going there. We were leaving Cumberland Gap, and it's like, I said, it's only about an hour and a half away. We can go to Grayson Highlands. Let's take a ride up there.
Oh, that's so cool.
So,
if we were to do it again, though, we'd do it in the fall. It was so hot down there.
Was it really hot?
It was.
Oh, it was hot. We went in July.
I feel like everybody who is down there, they all want to go out west in the summer to do their hikes because it's so hot. We were going to go hook up with Jeremiah and Bridget, and it was in August, right? And they're like
down at Red River Gorge,
and they're like, no, that is not happening. Like we'll go with you, take you to the trailhead, but we're not hiking. Like it's just we just don't do that in 100-degree weather, right? So I think that kind of makes it more difficult to find a time to do it, but it's on our list.
You guys hiked the gorge, haven't you?
Yes,
a couple
times.
Oh, see, it looks beautiful. We want to do that for sure too.
Yeah, it's on the
Then we did, remember, we still need to go back to West Virginia someday, Seneca Creek.
Oh, I've never heard of that.
Yeah, we went to do a hike there. I don't know, maybe just 15, 16-mile loop. And you go down that mountain a long ways, and there's a nice waterfall area.
Okay.
We got down near the bottom. You remember happening on that trip?
Yes, I was being so careful. I mean, one step into that stream, I was flat on my back.
No.
She hit her head.
Yeah.
She hit her head on a rock.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, and then she wasn't feeling very good after that.
Obviously. Maybe
so
you
then
were
we ended up hiking back out.
depressed.
We did not camp then. So yeah, I don't think we talked about it in a video. I think we skipped it in a video saying that, but yeah, rather than take a chance, we hiked back out.
100% you would. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, because you're dealing with your head is not in your medical kit. You know what I mean? Like, come on.
They're adventures.
That's right. Exactly. That is true. Have you guys ever had to use your medical kit while you're out?
My finger.
Fingers? What did you do to your finger?
What was I doing? Porcupine Mountains. I cut it with a knife somehow.
Oh, geez.
Now, I was on a rescue squad here for over 8 years, so I was on an ambulance,
Okay.
So I've got good training.
Yeah, for sure. Well, one of the things that we are actually going to do in April is to go get our wilderness first aid course. So I'm excited for that. So you obviously you have that with like being part of the medical rescue kind of stuff, or
right. I was on fire rescue and the police department for
fire. Okay,
quite a few years. So
you know all that stuff for sure. Do you guys
That's
take
awesome.
a GPS with you when you go out?
the phone,
Compass and a map.
compass and map.
Okay.
Okay. Do you take a what do we have? A Garmin InReach or a Spot thing or
No,
a
we don't have any.
Zoleo
No,
or
they just said
Oh
compass.
yeah, on your phone you have the apps, for that. What's it called? That one? It has the maps.
All maps.
Yeah, something like that. Starts at G.
But
Oh,
if you're
Gaia.
in
Gaia.
trouble,
Gaia, I
like,
think it's called.
Oh, Gaia.
Oh.
That
But if
failed
you're
me
in
though.
trouble, you don't have any way of like a rescuing or anything like that, or
Hope it never happens.
right on. No,
Right.
no, for sure, absolutely, for sure. Do you guys have a go-to drink at camp?
Go to drink. Usually water.
Whatever we're in the mood for, I guess.
There you go.
I mean, we've taken wine out there already, but not usually just a little bit.
Right. Oh, it's heavy,
Yeah.
right?
It is.
It's
It
heavy.
is.
On a
What-
short trip.
Liquid is weight.
I know. Well, because how we said we were going up to Marquette this weekend, and we're going to go to the where are we going? Black Rocks, the brewery up there, right? And we stopped at the brewery when we were going up to the Porcupine Mountains.
Right. So yeah, we stopped there, and we didn't know it, but they were having a CD release party, and it was members of the brewery. We had this little band they put together, and they were called the
Strung together.
Strung Together. It's kind of like bluesy grass kind of music. It was really, really cool, and I
Bluesy grass. I like that. Okay.
so
Yeah.
bought one of their CDs, and I got one of the guys to autograph it, and I just complimented on the music, and he just asked we just through small talk. I said, we're from Grand Rapids, and we're on our way to the Porkies, and he's like, wait, so are you going anywhere? I said, no, we're just sitting over here, we're finishing our beer, and call it a night, because we had to get up early to head to the Porks. And he's like, well, don't go anywhere. He comes back with 2 6-packs of beer, and he's like, here, take these up Porkies with you. I'm like, okay.
We hiked some beer in.
Yeah,
That's heavy.
So I was it was,
For sure.
It was
Right.
a 5-mile hike, but I mean, hey, no better place to keep your beer cold in the Lake Superior.
That is a true story.
Right, it's cold.
Yeah.
That water is cold. When I did my through hike for the Superior Hiking Trail, it was in May. I think it started May 19th. And I remember when I got to Lake Superior, I needed filter water, and I dipped my hand into that water. I could not believe how cold it was. As soon as you pull your hand out, just red.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you were able to get to the shoreline, because usually there's an ice pack in May.
There's no ice that year, but that water was extremely cold. If there was ice, it was very little. But
okay, interesting.
I mean, I've driven past Lake Superior in because I work in a hospital and stuff, but I remember clearly it was like, I think the first week of June, and there was still like almost 600 feet of ice pack out.
Some years.
That is crazy.
It's cold.
That's wild.
Well, like last year now was a mild winter we had. I think we had maybe 10 days where it was below zero. That's it, 10, 12. And, a few years before that, we had 60-something days below zero. And some days wouldn't even get to zero. So you never know how our winters will be up here.
Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy. I watch the forecast religiously.
I know, right?
Our level said he bathed in Lake Superior while hiking and pictured rocks. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think,
No,
I don't think he took a bath. I think he dipped his
had
toe.
too much camp juice.
He probably just dipped his toe in. It's like, nope, I'm done.
So, if you go to Isle Royal, are you going to fly or are you going to take the boat?
We have no idea.
Okay, all
We're
right.
not sure. I would just like to fly in and get it over with. But
Yeah, you do.
Right.
Definitely.
So, I mean, taking the ferry is three and a half hours
Yep.
on smooth water. It's a half an hour to 40-minute ride in the plane.
It was so beautiful. Yeah.
Oh,
And-
my God.
And when the weather, then when we flew in and flew out, the water Superior, she was like glass, and it was just a beautiful, calm day, and you could see for quite a ways.
Mm-hmm.
I recommend the plane. I love flying in
yeah.
plane, and I just was watching the water, and going over the barges.
It's pretty mesmerizing. It is, absolutely, for sure. And the fun thing is that we got to do it together, right? Like what this is all about, doing it together, which is what you two are doing. And it's fun.
Yeah. Being together and experiencing together.
That's why you're planning stuff together, and I don't know. I love it. And
not planning stuff together.
Or not planning stuff together. Yeah, absolutely. Whatever's going to work. And as we get older, like our ways of doing things are different, and our packs are different, and our stuff is different, but it makes us want to be out there and enjoy it more. You know what I mean? Like when we first backpacked, I think John's pack was like 7,000 pounds. Kind of.
We are not going down that avenue.
I'm just saying it was about 7,000 pounds.
We had a wagon too.
36 pounds. I remember my pack being back in the day.
And does that seem ridiculous to you?
Oh gosh.
Right?
Yeah. Pots and pans and everything.
That's right. That's actually funny.
Yeah, I would.
I know it's weird. It's weird how, but we want to keep doing it and keep doing it together and learning. And I know we've learned a lot from you two. Like honestly, like you guys have been awesome. You guys are go-getters. And
watching that Manistee River Trail,
everything. Yeah. It's been a really good reference, I think, for a lot of people. So thank you for that. Yeah, and you are real people doing real stuff. You know what I mean? Like you work your day job, you still want to get out and backpack and do what you want to do on the weekends or whatever that is, or plan your vacation around it, because that's what we want to do too, and it's just fun to be able to do that and share it and experience it. And yeah, I love it. That's awesome. It's so fun. Very cool. Well, I'm glad we got through another time zone, which I think that's really neat about Michigan, how it has two time zones.
And that makes it tricky for the shows too, because
it does.
Kathy got home at 5 o'clock Central Time, and then the show at 6:30. So
I know. She got to scarf down dinner, and I know change and everything else, right?
That thing called life.
I know.
Yep.
I know.
So I got another question for you. Do you guys ever watch the 906 Outdoors?
Yeah.
Yes.
You're gonna be amazed about this. He lives about 200 feet from us. You can see our house.
Are you kidding?
The land that we bought our land from him. That we built our house.
What's his name?
His name's Brian.
Brian.
That's funny. I sent him an email actually a couple weeks ago, because we're in the midst of doing some stuff, right? So I wanted to kind of reach out and said, hey, kind of what are his thoughts on some stuff? Because obviously he knows a lot of people. Didn't know he knew you. How fun is that? Yeah. So I'm just waiting to hear.
It's enjoyable watching the shows, and
he's good.
Yeah. What he brings, good. And on the dog races, and we watch some videos of Isle Royale from him, and
he had the kids on there.
Well, Monday Night and Discovering.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing too. Yeah.
That was the first show. Discovering's been out since the early 80s.
Okay.
It was originally a different guy that hosted it. He passed away. And then Brian's been doing it.
Right. I watched that episode because I was like, that was really, really fascinating. That was cool.
What gets me high is watching his intro.
Right. He sings
like
that.
300 and some waterfalls.
Yeah.
15 counties, 2 time zones.
3 coastlines, 2 time zones.
One area code.
I was like, isn't that so cool?
I was like, man, he put some thought into that.
Yeah,
I like that a lot.
Pretty ingenious. That's hilarious how he knows you two. You guys have to be on that show. How come you're not on that show?
I actually mentioned it already. Maybe someday.
Yeah, you need to be on 906.
Oh, that would be so cool.
You're like
I thought about having him on my show someday even.
Yeah, do that.
Oh, heck. Yeah, that'd be really
cool.
That's
a good idea. Okay, so when are your live streams? Or when do you want to do your live streams?
We don't even know.
What do you mean you don't know?
We wing it. You never know what it's going to be. Everything we do is, you never know. We surprise everybody.
Okay, well, that's true. And that kind of works.
Well, it keeps us on a seat of our pants.
That's true, too. That is true. Yeah.
We tried for Wednesday nights, but
okay,
it's hard when you get off work and you come home and you try to set up everything.
It is, and like you said too, it's the time zone, so kind of where you are to get someone who's over here or at West or whatever. And I know, I agree. It is a little. There's some finagling around for sure. And I mean, it just doesn't happen. There's some time and effort that goes into doing it a little bit, right? So
I literally get home from work and like I have
most days you do
5 minutes to set up all this that's around us you can't see, and be ready for our guest to like pop on. It's like, hey,
and that's that has happened. That has happened
literally,
a few times for sure.
I was like,
okay.
I'm like in my scrubs on one end, and I got my shirt on top.
It's like a Zoom meeting.
I had Brian from Adventure Archives on maybe a month ago or so.
Yeah.
And that was on a Sunday. And like Jason from Outdoor Adventures, he was I think on a Thursday. Another guy was on Wednesday. And
right. So how can we find out? Are you do you post it on Instagram or on Facebook? Like where are you putting it out?
I try to do it about 24 hours before, and I do it right on my on the community tab there for your
community tab on YouTube. Okay.
So then I announce it there.
Okay. Awesome. And then you're on Instagram.
Yep.
Instagram. So, I don't use that very much.
Okay. I feel like people are so Instagram crazy right now, though. Like everyone, posts pictures of everything, right?
We are.
I mean, I do like it.
Right. And Facebook, I don't get a whole lot of viewers from it, but there are a few. So I post it usually on Facebook, UPTRAIL71.
Okay.
Actually, my original channel was UPTRAIL, and there was somebody that had that name.
What?
Somebody actually had the name UPTRAIL at one time, many years ago. Not anymore, but.
Okay, that's
how
weird.
That's how I ended up throwing the 71 on it afterwards.
Yeah. That's weird that someone would have UPTRAIL because I wouldn't even think about that for some reason. Oh, did you just put his link in the chat? Okay,
yeah,
good.
I put your YouTube link in the chat.
Yeah, so everybody make sure you head out, which I'm sure everybody already is. I'd be shocked if everybody was not already subscribed to Bob and Cathy.
I don't have a whole lot of subscribers because I don't make a lot of videos, especially mostly trip videos and gear videos. I just very rare I make them.
But it's the same thing though. It's time and effort, right? Like you're busy, we're busy. Like it's crazy. And then I mean, see some people who just do those videos like crazy
every day. I know.
Every week and stuff. It's not. It's like I cannot do that. But I mean, kudos to them if that's what they're out there doing and stuff like that, which is pretty awesome. But I mean, we haven't really done any gear videos. You've done some pretty,
Yeah, you've done a lot of gear reviews and stuff like that.
Yeah, except for the last few years. I just haven't done very many. I actually had a piece of gear someone sent me last year. I still haven't made the video for it.
Oh, is that right? Well, that happens too. Have you ever lost anything on trail?
I don't know.
I believe you have a knife, right?
A knife, Mora knife I had.
Knife.
Okay.
I don't carry a Mora knife anymore. Too heavy.
Okay.
That was years ago.
Okay.
If I know we forgot gear.
Oh my gosh. Right? We always forget something too.
Her quilt.
Right?
What?
For a hammock.
Just the quilt.
Oh my god. Did you guys have a hammock for two that night?
She borrowed mine.
It was warm. She gave me his because
I wrapped her on. I gave her my under quilt, and then she used that.
Okay.
And I just wrapped her on mine. It was a warm night, so.
Okay, so you were lucky.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh my god.
She left it in the car in the trailhead.
Oops.
I'm not gonna hike down that mountain.
Right. Exactly. Then you improvise.
And how far of a hike was it back to the car?
It wasn't that far. It's just such a, it was in Cumberland Gap. Maybe 3 miles,
Okay.
But then you have to go back up that mountain. That's it.
Yeah, no, you were fine. You can suffer for one
I
night.
just wrapped up and I slept good.
Oh, that's awesome.
I forgot my hiking shoes once. Twice, I think.
What do you guys hike in? Do you guys hike in like trail runners?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Desert Massey River Trail. I ended up using some cheap shoes. They survived.
You know what? Right. Everything does work. It's fine. It really is fine.
We make it.
And that's an easy trail hike.
And you have to find out what works best for you,
That is so true. Absolutely. I know, because when we hiked Isle Royal, I took my boots and John actually just wore his trail shoes. And I don't know. I just that's what I wanted to take. I don't know what I was feeling, but that's what I wanted to take, and not my trail shoes this time. And they worked just great. Like it was no problem. Yeah, for sure. Very good.
Yeah, I used Skechers, and I hiked when I did the Superior Hiking Trail.
That's all you just used.
They survived 213 total miles, and I still used them the rest of the year.
Wow! So, I feel like
they held up.
You should be sponsored.
Right?
Wow, that's really awesome.
Yeah, we want to get up on the Superior Trail a little bit, and camp around there.
Sounds amazing. That's the whole thing. You got to pick where you're going to go.
Right.
It's just hard. I know. First things first, we got a trip this weekend. That's what we got going on.
Yes.
Right?
A trip this
That
week.
sounds
We're
like
going
fun.
to see Bob and Cathy.
Yeah. Not that far away.
We'll meet you at the Dock tomorrow. And we're on Saturday. If you want to see, that's where we're going to be.
No, we're gonna be all over Marquette County.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. So that's awesome. Thank you for taking the time and coming on. And
yeah, it's a lot of fun.
And, yeah, and the tables were turned this time. And
we totally appreciate y'all coming on the show.
For
and,
sure.
Learn about y'all, and of course everybody that has joined us this evening.
It's awesome.
They learned a lot too. Which
absolutely.
I'm sure most of them all knew about you, anyways.
Everybody's got to watch UPTRAIL71 YouTube, and I mean, if you need to know about Michigan
hiking trails,
especially the UP, man, you two are like the go-to, and it was amazing. So you do a great job. And you're both so lovely and so nice and real. And I love that you're just loving it. So
thanks for having us on.
Thank you.
You are so welcome. Absolutely.
We could have another hour yet because we had so many stories you could tell. But
well, you know, and we can absolutely, we can for sure. Or see, I wanted to, like I said, like a whole like bunch of backcountry couples and like share stories and stuff like that. So save those for that. Okay,
Great.
That'll be good. That'll be good. Yeah, definitely.
We're working on something.
Yeah, there'll be something fun. Absolutely.
Something.
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't be saying anything.
No, I won't be saying anything. I promise.
You get the duct tape.
No.
All right, y'all. Well, hey, hang tight, and we're gonna drop you down. We're gonna do a little outro, but. Again, thank you so much for being on the show. We really appreciate it.
Super nice to meet you both. Absolutely.
Yeah, we definitely enjoy watching all the content y'all put out.
I know. You're awesome.
Thanks.
All right. You're welcome. You're welcome. So stick around.
Stick around. Hang tight.
Sure.
Fun.
Absolutely.
I know. I feel like Pictured Rocks needs to be like from here to like #1 up there now.
I know.
But now we have to pick and choose on what time of year because I feel like I don't know. It's like, they said it's busy. It is busy. Oh, what Carlson just said. I like that. Michigan ambassadors. I like that.
That's
all right.
cool.
I know.
Thanks, Carlson.
That's very funny. Brian. So thank you very much to Bob and Cathy.
Say?
I don't know.
We were just talking about you totally went squirrel on me, and I lost my train of thought. What the heck was I going to say?
Sorry, honey. It was a good show. Thanks to everybody who was watching.
Yes.
And hung out. It was super nice to meet Bob and Cathy, obviously.
Oh, totally.
And as you can see, they're just
all the
real people doing real stuff.
About Pictured Rocks is that? Oh. No, I want to. I mean, yeah, it's probably going to be most of the busiest time, but definitely, I mean,
the fall. I think the fall too. We should look into that.
Colors is banging.
Yep.
And you get the hues off the rocks and stuff like that.
Yeah, it looks pretty amazing.
Hiking the coastline or Grand Island.
I know. Yeah, we have some choices.
I would like to do that in the winter.
That would be cool too. I know. We got things to look up, honey.
Next year.
I know. It is pretty awesome. Well, thanks again for hanging out. And again, if you know somebody who wants to come on the show, we have, what did I say? It was February 17th.
Our level.
And you can see we're nice. We're not scary. We don't bite. It's what you see is what you get, right? A little hour, a little chit chat,
We should have a little disclaimer about the biting part.
Stop it. Anyways, we have February the 17th open. So if you're interested or if you know somebody who's interested, let us know and we'll do that. If not, we'll have to come up with something special for the February 17th and maybe I'll be involved in that. Who knows what that's going to look like. But thanks again for hanging out.
Appreciate y'all.
Absolutely.
You all take care.
Yes.
We will see you all on the next quest.
All right. Enjoy your long weekend. Oh, no, we have one.
We have a long weekend.
That's right.
Y'all have a great weekend.